Hello and good afternoon, everyone. My name is Muhammad and I am a computer science student. This is my final presentation of my FYP, which is Development of Web Online System for Outcome-Based Education. Starting with the OBE process overall. So in order to develop a system for a particular point, we need to understand the point in details. So my system is to develop an outcome-based education online system for any higher education institution or a university that can implement it and use it. The outcome-based education system process overall is starting with the point number one, which is the program of the study, the program education. So here where we set the vision and the mission and the also goals for the all program for like 3 or 4 years, so that the student need to attain and achieve. If we go further step to break this to a sub label or a level, we will have the individual courses where we have the course units. And each course unit will have some questions that like, for example, we have understanding, analyzing, creating, remembering, many categories. So in terms of question of like understanding, is the student or can the student explain the ideas, the concepts after we give the course? Analyzing is can the student distinguish between different parts? Creating is like can the student create a new product or a point of view? After this, we will need to map these course outcomes to the PEO. So here, after we have a question, every question is linked to course outcome. So after this, we have questions. After we have the course units individually, we need to evaluating these by linking them to the assessment. Assessment can be different between each course and each the other. So, for example, there are some courses have labs, some courses that doesn't. So, in general, there will be like quizzes, assignments, test labs. Assessment can be projects or other thing depends on the course itself. And here we need to apply like a yes or no decision. So, if the student outcome attained, like he attained the outcome of the course, so he will pass to the other step. Otherwise, he need to repeat the assessment. So we need to keep in mind that the unit of measure here is the student. After attaining the assessment, after the outcome, we will get the result, and the result would be the course outcomes, the percentage of the course outcomes, the program outcomes, and the gratitude attributes. And what I mean by gratitude attribute is the skills and the understanding that students achieve in the long term, and they can apply after the graduation. After all this done, the student can successfully attain the compliance certificate or the graduation. So this is the OBE process overall. In terms of our system, the MOBE system V2, this is the actual workflow that we actually focus on. So in terms of the workflow of MOBE system V2, it is a start. The user need to log in. And the user here can be the lecturer, can be the HOD. But we most focus on the lecturer itself. And then we have checking for the password, if it is correct or not. If it is yes, we go to the next page. If no, we need to verify and begin again. So here we need the lecturer need to fill up the course information such as the course code, the course name, and more, and need to link each CLO to one BLO only. And here the system side, the system will assure that every one CLO is linked to one BLO only. If not, the system will ask the user to fill up the course information again and will not allow to move to the next page. So after the linking CLO and BLO depends on the course matrix, the user can view the next page, which is the fill up assessment information, and then link these assessment into the CLO. Assessment, the test, the assignment, the quizzes. So, for example, I have 5 assignments and 3 quizzes in the particular subject. So each assignment and each quiz, how much weight from the total coursework it carry. So the lecturer need to fill up these assessment information and how many apply, how much weight they carry, and then link these assessments into the CLO. Here again, the system side will make sure that each, like the total assessment is 100%. If not, the system will not allow to go to the next page. And if it is yes, then the user will go to fill up the student information, such as the names, how many students are there, semesters number, and many more. After the lecturer fill up the student information and the assessment information, after these, all it will be the system part and the system side to work with. So the system will calculate and generate the student grades and will generate a report for the CLO analysis, like how much or how many students achieve or pass the CLO for this particular, like we have CLO 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe in the CLO 1 they attain 30% or 40%, and in CLO 2 they gain 60 or 70. So it will be some visual analyzing for the CLO overall for this particular course for each individual student. Same goes for the BLO analyzing, and it can also give you the advantage or the feature to generate a student report for every student, for all students, and the logout and the email. Problem statement is that some universities still that using the manual system such as Excel worksheet, and this will be a time consuming and require more work force. And also it generates some unnecessary duplicate files, and that will be sometimes frustrating and annoying for to work with. And also these kind of files, it can sometimes get messy. So in order to solve that, we come up with the system to develop an online system that it is very comfortable to use, and making a proper tool that save the lecturers time and effort and solve the issues that or the challenging that lecturer go with in the manual system, dealing with the manual system. And then the scope of the study, for the new MOBE system is very extensive in terms of the academic management system. That means the system can be applied in any higher education institution. It can be university, it can be a college, it can be a higher high school, and any education institution can be applied with this system if they are using the still using the manual system and they want to upgrade to more automated and online system. And then in terms of literature review, I have reviewed some papers, and most reliable one for in terms of framework, or in terms of how the OBE workflow works and the process of it. This is the first journal I put in the table, and this one, it helped me in to understand like the main component of OBE and how to attain the course outcome and the BO attainment. But the drawback there is in this journal, there is no online system and the implementation, and also only there is only theory documentation and no specific examples, only general speech. So I took the, like as we say, the blueprint from this journal, and I developed and I changed some methods and to adapt with my online system. That's for my lecturer review paper. This is the Gantt chart starting from the beginning in the earlier of this semester. These the stages that we have been doing, and by now we are finalizing the documentation of FYP1. So as a conclusion, we will obtain a more relaxed management atmosphere. Also, we will find a comprehensive solution for the manual management system for managing students' assessment, and also improving the quality of the mapping and managing OBE and the student assessment also and evaluation. And we will be achieving the solid unified system that can be sharing the data and the files between lecturers more easy and convenient than the actual fixed files, just like the Excel files. So that's all for me. Thank you very much.